Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. And the last time you saw me broadcasting from in here was the night that my father passed away on September 15th. So it's about a little over a month ago, month and a week ago. And I'm down here staying with my mom and family, preparing to go to this march tomorrow. And I just thought it was worth coming online for a minute to kind of capture the moment. I had a really, really fun time meeting with Claudia and Tim Canova and Annie Malloy and Adams Morgan. It's always nice to come back to the district. This is where I'm from. I spent just about my entire life here. But tonight I came back into the house. I hadn't seen my mom and since then. And we're preparing for a celebration of life for my father on November, I think it's November 6th, November 5th, November 6th, somewhere in that time frame. And, coming back in here was really strange. My dad, he was always making noises. They were always grunts and snorts and whatnot. And it's got that weird, eerie quiet. That weird, eerie quiet that you only know when you know it. And, looking around at some of the things, just seeing how different it is without my dad here, it's just very, very strange feeling. But I offer this up to you all to know that, I know many of you guys have reached out to me directly and offered your sympathies and condolences and so forth. And, you never know how you react to any of this stuff until it actually happens to you. And for me, it just really, really makes clear how short a time we have on this earth and how it's very, very important to make every last moment you have count in whatever fashion that you are brought onto this earth to bring forward. And for me, I look around here and I remember my beginnings. I remember how I was raised. I remember what my life was like, and I realized that unlike any time in my life, I have opportunities to do things that I never really had to do before. I have wonderful opportunities to bring about change, and to be a voice. And, it's just given me an opportunity to do some things that I never ever imagined that I would ever be able to do. Just a couple points and I will sign off very quickly. I'm extremely tired, but I just wanted to say, never ever forget your humility. Never ever forget that anytime you stand in front of people, anytime you ever speak out, that if you're carrying anything with you, that you're speaking for more than yourself, and always try to be respectful. Always try to remember why you're doing what you're doing. And remember, if you fall down, others fall down with you. I think that some basic humility really goes a long way. And while you all know me as the guy who drops the elbow of truth and makes some silly jokes about raking the eyes and figure four leg locks, I think you all, the ones that know me, know I'm a very, very humble guy. I care very, very much for human beings. I care very much for those people who, come through here, and those of you who have actually reached out to me know that I try to respond to every single person via phone, via email, be it whatever, because you just never know which one of your interactions is going to be the one that changes someone's life. And I know I'm no one special, but I do feel like I have the opportunity to talk about things that I think are important. And they seem to resonate with some people. And because of that, I think I'll keep doing it. But I really want to thank every one of you all for supporting me, supporting Real Progressives, fighting for your nation, fighting for your children. And remember to always be willing to redeem the time. Always be willing to fight for those things that are most precious to you. Don't just cave in. Don't just give up. Even if it looks hopeless, fight till you know that you can't fight any longer. It really comes down to those who are willing to fight to the end that are going to be the ones that save us from what looks to be like just a complete and utter meltdown of society. I'm not a doomsday guy. I'm really not. I don't even want to be negative. But let's be fair, when you've got such a charade going on around you, it makes every one of our interactions that much more important. They could shut the internet down. They could claim martial law. They could do anything, right? And at the end of the day, all we have is relationships. All we have are each other. And it's very important to never, ever, ever give up on your fellow man, to give up on your friends, and to give up on those people you don't even know. It's very, very important because we're all we have. We really are. At the end of the day, if we don't stand up for each other, who will? Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit the hay. Thank you all for paying attention to this tired old man. And I will catch you all tomorrow in DC at the March. Be looking on Real Progressives. We'll be live streaming all day. Have a great one. And please go to our Patreon account. If you feel like donating to Real Progressives, by all means, please donate. We are going to do something truly special. I love you guys. Have a great night.